So this is, I guess, a follow-up video to the previous video, the Michigan's computer reset. This is the Samsung television I picked up, and I said I was going to do videos on all the things that I picked up. So I'm going to start with the television first. A little bit of a disclaimer. I've already opened this up, inspected it. At the very least, it doesn't seem like there's any leaky capacitors, so I just gave it a cleaning inside and out, got all the dust out of there and everything. Let's see if this thing works. So I've got this extension cord here. Trying to stand as far away from the TV as I can while being close enough to be able to actually see anything. I just heard high voltage. Guess that makes sense since the TV has to be in standby mode for the remote to work. So let's go ahead and refocus the camera. Now I don't have the original remote for it. Clearly I wasn't going to sit there and dig through the entire building to try and find it if it even existed. But I do have this spare Samsung remote that I grabbed from my dad's house. Used to have a Samsung projection TV, and well, I'm hoping it'll work. Let's see. On, static. DVD. I'm guessing that's component video. So let's see if I hit source. There's that. There's the AV. Interesting that it can detect if there's something plugged into the AV jacks or not. I'm guessing, I have not looked much into this television model or anything, but I'm guessing because there's the side inputs as well as the rear inputs, it's one or the other, not both. Because there's only one AV input, so it probably doesn't auto-detect to see which one's plugged in, which is actually good, because you don't want to have them both on at the same time. And then there's that. So let me plug something into the component video ports because I really want to see if those work. I'll be right back. All right, so it's a little dark in the room because I had to unplug the light that I was using because I needed the outlet on the extension cord for it. So I upped the ISO a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't deteriorate the image too much. Got the PS2 hooked up. Let's see. Good sign. Yes. Component video works. Now I am looking at the image. It's a little bit of like, I don't know if it's like a flicker or something. Let me see if I can get the camera closer, get a better look at it. So it's probably still hard to tell. Like I can't tell on the camera. I can see it in person. There's a very, very slight like vibration. It does look like my camera is handling 60 hertz though. That's a good sign. Let me see if we can adjust any of the settings. Let's see, we've got picture mode. Standard, natural, mild, and then there's of course custom. You can kind of see it now. I mean, I'll probably have a better idea once I get this into editing and everything, but we'll see. But yeah, it looks like it is working otherwise. It's keeping the time. Oh, I did replace the battery. That's right. Right, 3. We'll do full. Look at that. Yep, don't mess with that option. And that's it. So, yeah, it looks like it's working. So that's a good sign. Now, let's discuss, future plans here. All right, so I've got the lighting back in, so that way we can see a little bit better. But this is going to, of course, replace the Funai TV that I've been using for a few years now, obviously because it's going to be a better television. Now, that flickering, that I'm going to go online and do some research to see what it could possibly be. There were some pots inside when I was cleaning it that I noticed. It's possible they just need to be adjusted. Maybe the capacitors need to be changed out. I'm not sure, but I don't want to go that route if I don't have to, at least not yet. The bigger, I guess, picture plan here is I need to rearrange things on my little AV cart that I created because, well, it's getting crowded and I want to be able to use the PS2 and the original Xbox, which is one of the reasons I got this, but there's no room on the racks and I've got plans for that. But first, as you can see, it's a mess. I'm in the process of like cleaning up cabling and everything. the flat panel with all the quote-unquote modern consoles. Just a complete mess of wires. I don't know how they got all bad like that, but I'm trying to organize it. So things are really crowded right now. There's things scattered everywhere in the game room. But my plan is to add a few extra shelves to this, and I bought another one just so I could steal a couple of shelves from it, as well as some of the mounts and everything. And I'm probably going to just like split it in half like that and down there. I'm not sure how it's going to work because I don't know how much clearance I'm going to have for the cartridge-based consoles. Famicom, Super NES, and the Genesis. So yeah, it's going to be fun, but I'll figure it out. I'll make it work somehow. I do have on order a component video switcher. It's not a G-Comp or anything like that. Those a little bit pricey for my tastes. They're probably great. They're probably fantastic, but I don't want to break the bank in this one. I do, however, have on order the HD Retrovision component video cables for the Super Nintendo. Tried to get them for the Genesis. They're sold out like everywhere. And if you go on eBay, they're like a fortune. So I'm going to have to hold off on that. But I figured I will have the SNES, the Genesis, and then I guess technically I can also do the Master System, as well as the PS2 and the original Xbox hooked up to component video, and everything else will just be using standard AV. Now, of course, the problem I have that I just realized when I was connecting the PS2, there's a set of component video jacks and a set of standard AV jacks, composite video, and left and right audio. The audio is shared between both, unfortunately. So I'm not quite sure I'm going to have everything hooked up yet. I'm probably going to have to use like a splitter or something like that. Hopefully that doesn't cause any damage or anything. It shouldn't, as long as I keep only one console at a time. But we'll see. Might have to pick up some extra cables and stuff like that. But that's going to be the plan. Not sure if I'm just going to release this video as is, or if I'm going to hold off until I get everything in and kind of record the process of me rearranging everything. We'll see. This is already a vlog style video anyway, so I figured I'd go with it. But yeah, let's see what happens.